Michael's Investing here. Hello, everyone. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. We're talking about Zoom communication earnings today. So this will be a little bit of a more in-depth analysis. But first up, some notable results were total revenue year over year was up 369% to $882.5 million. And then the income was up little over 2,300% to just over $250 million, which is pretty significant considering how much growth that they have had. So moving a little bit more on to more in-depth analysis. This is the earnings report. I will publish this and put the link down in the description below so that you can all view at your own leisure. But again, these are where those numbers came from. And if you look at some of the more interesting things, so obviously we covered the revenue and we covered the income, but the earnings per share is somewhere in here. The earnings per share was around $1.12, I think. Let me find that. All right, EPS. Yeah, so it was right around $1 per share. And then they're looking forward to the full year earnings per share for 2022 to be around $3.60 each, which is about which is a very significant increase from 2021 and 2022, what they're expecting. And then looking at their actual customers. So this is how you can measure growth very often, like a very regular amount of times, because you look at how many customers they have and if their customers are actually satisfied. So you have approximately 450,000 customers with more than 10 employees. And if you look at the pricing plans, that's pretty nice because 10 times the average of this. So that's approximately 5 million customers alone on this, which is very good for the revenue and sales overall. And it's up approximately almost 500% from the same quarter last fiscal year. So the pandemic has definitely accelerated this switch, but sustainably. So you see a lot more remote job listings and a lot more remote desires from employees. And there was an article I read earlier recently that said that the switch to being more virtual is up to the employees, not as much the employers, because they're the ones in control. All the employees could say, we want to work virtual, and the employer would have essentially no choice but to either lose all their talent or give into that. And then also this, over 1,500 customers, specifically 1,644, contribute more than 100,000 for the past 12 months revenue. That is up approximately 2.5 times, 156% from the same quarter last fiscal year. So that is very significant. They're growing their big clients too. And if you think about that, I mean, that's so much money coming from just these so few customers, but that is very important for the long-term trend. And so that's actually very, very nice to look at and very reassuring as an investor. And then looking at the income per share, so overall for fiscal year 2020, it was just under around 5 cents per share for the fourth quarter fiscal year. But overall, I mean, it was a pretty good quarter for them. So I would say that this is very reassuring. And going back to this, you have major growth. So these percentages don't just happen overnight. They are a result of a lot of work, a lot of contracts, and a lot of good results and a good product. So the Zoom communications earnings were very impressive. And as you saw, the stock, if you've looked at all, the stock is up 8% after as of now. So that's pretty significant, including it was up around 10% today. So that's around 20% return from 2 days ago, and that's pretty nice. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.